Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's me, Double D, and this is Double D Guitar. I appreciate you being here. What I like to do is try to give you a little guidance on some of the gear that's out there. I love looking at new gear. I love just staring at it, but I like even more buying it and setting it up properly. What I like even more than that is teaching somebody else how to do that kind of thing. When you're first learning stuff like guitar or pedals, the amplifiers, all that, it's always nice to have somebody there to kind of help you out. Try this, do that. Back in the day when I was beginning to start YouTube, a couple of YouTubers reached out and were like, good to see you doing this. Keep it up. And I appreciated every kind word that those couple of YouTubers said to me. Thank you guys. And one of them in particular was Sean over at Scar My Guitar. So, buddy, thank you very much. A big old shout out to Sean, because he reached out to Temu and said, you know what, you guys got to check out Double D Guitar. And they did. And so here I am with a Temu package. Now, they gave me a little bit of a shopping spree, and they gave you a whole bunch of discounts in some coupons, and I'll leave the link for that in the pinned comment below. And there's also a code that will lead you to the proper link, and that's for first-time users of the Temu app. We're going to dig in and see what Temu sent my way and talk about what Temu has to offer, all right? So thank you, Sean, over at Scar My Guitar, and thank you, Amy, at Temu, for reaching out and checking out the channel. I really appreciate it. This is the exact kind of stuff that I like to do. So we're going to dig in and see what I picked. And everything that I have picked is going to be in a link below, okay? So you can easily see what I got. I know there's something big at the bottom. I tried to pick a few items from the lowest to highest. Let's dig in. A couple of things to really remember about Temu. After you order, if you find the same thing within 30 days and the price has gone down, you can request a partial refund. That's the kind of a nice little feature because that happens to me all the time. The other really decent thing that I like about Temu's shipping and stuff is that they have free shipping and free returns up to 90 days. So that helps to at least give you some security over what you're getting, what you're buying, and the decisions you made on their app. Make sure you download their app through my link, okay? They're going to give you some coupons. So there's all that. And now that you know a little bit more about Temu, we're going to look at what we have. I'm going to save this guy right here for the very end because that one looks pretty fun. So this is falling. So this is the Pick Pal. It's a thick pick, boy. You know what I'm saying? I'll talk about thicker picks here in a second, but now it's not going to focus. Oh yeah, okay, got to focus. Thought the LED lights were going to mess it all up, but as you can see, when you kind of knock it or touch it on anything, you get that whole... You get a little flash while you strike your strings. So that's pretty cool for like the last song of your set. Yeah, maybe not use it for every song, but you know, when you really want to take your set to the next level. And speaking of kind of thicker picks, these guys right here really looked interesting to me, especially being that I have carpal tunnel syndrome in my right wrist. And if it gets really cold or if I pinch things like too tight, I'm all this noise of unwrapping this. I can't talk over it. Hold on. As I was saying, I have carpal tunnel syndrome. That means that if I pinch real hard sometimes, I'll really get a cramp through here. I have a really bad tendon that pops up. And this guy right here can go on my favorite picks and just plop it right on there. Let's see how it fits on my... unlock, guys. Yeah, okay, so now it takes my pick that's thick and gives me just a little more support, and I like that. I really like that. Plus it's got the scrippy stuff. If you want to really double up, you can put one on each side, right? Or like, let's say you have some really thin picks. I like to play acoustic and I like the sound of a thin pick, but I can't really strum with a thin pick for too long, man, and my wrist gets all But you can thicken up a thin pick and then still have the sound of the thin pick hitting the strings, which is, you know, a thing, speaking of acoustic stuff. But I guess you can use a capo on an electric guitar, but this is a guitar capo. I mean, you really won't believe the prices. Some of this stuff is just so low priced. I've found a lot on Temu to be a lot lower than most of the other sites I've visited. Let's see, that goes on real quick. And of course, whenever you use a capo, you got to give some compensation and stuff. So I'm not really going to be in tune. Oh, hey, I'm pretty close. That's a good grippy capo. Okay, only thing I'd say, it feels, you know, not like the smoothest capo I've ever had, you know, but it'll absolutely do. My daughter uses them all the time, so I have a feeling she's going to inherit that one. Hopefully she likes blue. Okay, this one's a little, okay, I need coffee before this. This one's a little personal to me. If you watch the channel, you know I love my animals. And last year, at the end of the year, right after Thanksgiving, I lost Paige. She passed away. She was my baby. I think many of you would agree that time spent with guitars and dogs is never wasted. And this is a metal sign to show off how much you appreciate music and animals. And it seems like it's metal with like a layer across it, like a printed layer. To Paige. Love you, girl. The next couple of things I think are like in the $10 to $15 range, if I remember correctly. So I really have always wanted one of those really thick guitar straps, like those guys in the really rough looking bar bands, and the you know, that they're playing behind chicken wire and stuff. But I never could feel like I could justify spending $120 on one of those really nice thick padded leather straps at one of the guitar stores that I go to. Because if I had $120 to spend, I'm buying a couple pedals, not one strap, or like a strap and a couple of pedals, you know, just because that's just how it is. So I was wondering what this would be like, and this is a lot. Now look, you know me, I tell it like it is, and I'm gonna be honest with everything. Like, I'm not gonna use that LED pick for very often. I will use it because it's fun, but this is a lot softer than I thought it was going to be. It's got a little bend from the packaging. I could probably steam that out, but man, that's really, I wish you guys could feel it. It's a good soft strap. This is a thicker kind of, maybe not quite so pliable leather, but that could be swapped out if you have another strap, you know, like that. Dude, that's great. I have to say, that's great. And I think there's a couple of different colors. If I felt this strap and I saw that the price that it actually is on Temu, I would have said there's no way in a store yeah, I would buy that in a heartbeat if I felt it. Yep. Okay, so look, guitar setups are very, very important. And I have a straight edge, but I don't have a notched straight edge. And after watching guys like Sean and a lot of the guys, I mean, I feel like that's the greatest thing about the YouTube guitar community, is learning how to use things like this. What is this and what is this? What does it do? Well, when you watch Sean, you get a lot of these kind of tips. And this little kit came with the Fritz ruler, which is a string action measurement. It's for multi-instruments here too, it looks like. And on the back it has all sorts of little pitch guides and things like that. So multi-card that you keep in your wallet for information. A fret rocker, which I feel like everybody should have some sort of a decent fret rocker. I need to check this on something flat. Yeah. Has 3 different edges on it, okay? And as you work your way up the guitar, to check between 3 frets, you want to space it in such a way that you are feeling for any sort of rock. I know I have a raised fret or 2 on this guitar, and I'll easily be able to tell which ones they are, yeah, because I'm getting a little bit of a rock right there. So this right here, this fret, and it keeps grabbing that string, I'm going to have to fix that, all right? So if you guys want to see me use this as a guide, leave a comment down below as just fret rocker. That's all you got to leave, all right? That'll let me know that you want to see a video on how I'm going to fix this messed up fret right there, okay? But that's the kind of stuff that I'm talking about. Let's teach each other. Let's do that, and let's support each other as best as we can. Let's make 2024 all about supporting each other. this is, of course, going to be a straight edge to let you know if your neck is straight or not. And it will have different notches depending on the scale of your guitar. It's going to show you which side to use. So right here, this is for 24 3/4, like a Les Paul style. And then you got your, over here, it should be 25 1/2. Yep. Coming up next in the $15, $20-ish range, 20 something. This is a wireless dongle set. This is the A9 guitar wireless receiver and transmitter set. You put the receiver end, the RX end, into your first pedal or your amp, depending on how you're setting it up, your multi-effector, and then you plug the TX, the transmitter, into your guitar. And you charge these guys up. Yeah, there you go. One cable with 2 ends, which is always nice. So you get a USB-A to a couple of micro USBs. So that's always good. You got one USB spot that will charge the 2 guys from one thing, and this is not expensive, and they're really lightweight. Let's see if they pair right up. Okay, we got, oh yep, before I could even turn them around, they're paired. I was going to show you, they got a blink, they're already paired. Turn them around, boom, there they are, paired. So let's see, green for receiver and little blue light for transmitter. So that's kind of cool. You turn them on and you can tell in the club or in a dark room which is which. If you're having to set up really quickly, just remember that the green is your receive, blue is for you. Okay guys, we're almost there. I got the last 3 things to look at. You know, you really should go check out Scar My Guitar at the end of this video. After you install the Temu app from the link in my pinned comment, make sure you slide on over to Sean's channel. He'd love to hear from you, and you know, I'd love to go to one of his videos and see your comment there. So let's check out the last 3 pieces, the most expensive pieces that I got here. This is a professional dynamic microphone, and it's going to sure look familiar to those of you who have ever been on a stage with an audio company. There are certain standards in the audio industry, and when it comes to microphones, this looks just like one of them, right? Oh my gosh. I mean, okay, disclaimer, I work at Maryland Sound International. I see a lot of these. They look darn similar. I mean, yeah, the cap is a little bit different colored, but hey, okay, you know. Working for a sound company, you start to get to know certain things, and I know just what this microphone's supposed to sound like. I mean, that is exactly like, yeah, that's perfect. That's perfect. That is great. Next up, the MVAOT. Right, this thing, if you have any idea about MIDI or MIDI programming, or would like to start to dive into MIDI programming, especially if you're interested in any kind of wireless MIDI, this little guy is cool, okay? It's 4 switches, but it also, you can put these 2 together as a switch and these 2 together as a switch, and you can get an app called the Cube Suite app for this guy and set up what it does. It works with the computer. I have one of these working with my GX100. If you'd like to see the video on how I set this up with the GX100 to wirelessly do things, even expression pedal, okay, with the GX, like that, like instantly, no latency at all, Bluetooth synced. You need another piece in order to do this, and we'll talk about that in that video if that's what you'd like to see. But that other piece is not really expensive, and this is only, I think, like 25 bucks. Seriously, this, if you want to dive into MIDI at all, this is a great thing to start with. And not only does it do wireless MIDI if you have the proper dongle, but it also can do TRS MIDI, and you would want the 1/4 inch size, not the 1/8 inch mini size. Let me know if you want to see the GX100 setup video. Okay, final thing. I've seen these guys kicking around. I gotta at least check it out and see what we're looking at. Pedal board that is all, it's like all one piece, but it has a spot down here that you can take off this panel and put your power supply in, a whole bunch of feed throughs This particular one, they have a couple of different sizes. This particular one has room for an expression pedal on the side, and then it has like 2 tiers, so it would be like one set of pedals, another set of pedals. Okay, I'm gonna throw a whole bunch of pedals on here real quick and show you what it looks like when it's all at least set up with pedals. I don't think I'm actually gonna power this up tonight, but I easily could. You can fit almost every power supply in there. It looks like it's about 8 inches. 8 inches across, and looking at like 1, 2, 3, 4 inches. This is lightweight, really lightweight. I mean, super cool. I thought it was all white, but it's got like this black and white kind of speckling going on. This is going to be going on a guitar tonight, okay? That's definitely something I have to do first off. This is highly recommended. Check out the link that I leave. There'll be a whole list of all of this stuff. It should be. I hope they have all of it in stock still. Everything that's in stock will be included in that little link on the list. Here's everything that we got. What would I recommend? Okay, so first off, if you have any sort of wrist or nerve issues in your wrist, any kind of issues going on, for a couple of bucks, these are great. Those are great. I love those. Enough said to Paige. I have to recommend the strap, okay? That's fantastic. That is fantastic. The great thing is this combination, if you have a singer that can't hit the high notes, just pop that right on there. And of course, like I said in the unboxing, this MVAOT chocolate, seriously, if you want to see the very quick setup of this with the GX100, leave that comment. Once I get a few comments of a couple of you guys saying that you'd like to see that video, consider it up, okay? I'm impressed with the haul here from Temu. I want to thank Sean over at Scar My Guitar. You guys should too. Go ahead over there and thank him for me, all right? Just say in a comment in one of the videos, Double D says thanks. And make sure you subscribe to his channel. He's a good dude. Check out Temu. The link and all the information you need to know will be in the pinned comment below. It'll be the first one you see. It's like Christmas all over for me. This is great. As a dad, I don't get much Christmas stuff, so I'm darn happy, and you will probably see this strap quite regularly. I might set it up to be my studio strap. Man, it's soft. That's really soft. I do a couple little things to the straps in order to make my strap locks fit. You want to see that? Leave that comment below. Hey, I'm asking you to leave a comment and make sure you subscribe. All right? I appreciate you guys being here. Get the link below and make sure that you check out all of the coupons that flash up when you hit that link and install Temu for the first time. If you're a new user, it's a great way to get rolling with a nice, inexpensive haul of stuff, okay? This is some of the stuff that I would recommend for beginners. If you're recording, get yourself a good microphone for an amplifier for your cabinet. If you're going direct, there's all sorts of different options. You're going to make a pedal board, options left and right. Pedals left and right on Temu. Guitars, all that stuff, man. Check it out, all right? I'll see you guys next time on Double D Guitar. Thank you very much for being here and watching.